Hi guys, welcome back to We Gonna Talk About It. It's your girl Kenyetta. How my people's doing? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you've been being blessed. I hope you've been thanking Jesus for your blessings. Let's get into it, guys. Today's topic we're talking about is leaving the kids out of the beef. Leave the kids out of the beef. When you beefing with people, do not put people's kids in this. It's not necessary, guys. um it just really goes too far when you start putting the kids in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Talking about people's kids, you know, being ill-mannered, talking about people's kids. You're beefing with somebody, you throwing their kids in it. It's not good. It is not good. You can't win that way. People will kill you over their children, over saying things about their children. It's just the truth. If you are a mother or a father, you know how much you love your child. You know better than to talk about other people's children. You know, we all have to lead by examples. Beef is just beef. You know what I'm saying? It's just that. If you beefing with somebody, let it be between y'all two. Don't start adding other people in it, especially the kids, especially people's children. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, you know, you don't even mean what you're saying. It's just a low blow. You know, it's just a low blow. Don't do it. Don't talk about people's kids. I think also, I think parents are off limits too. Yes, I said it. Because you don't know whose parents are still here on earth, who's not here. You don't know if something's wrong with these people's parents. Just don't do that. Don't do that. It's not good. Just for an example, my mother is deceased. Could you imagine like me arguing with somebody and we got a beef going on, and then you be like, oh, your mother, like, don't do that. Don't start talking about my mother. She's not even here to defend herself. That's a low blow in itself. Do not do that. That is ugly and it's unnecessary. And people, we got to stop doing these things. I understand all of us are not going to get along, but guess what? Parents, children, off limits. Off limits. If you beefing, keep that beef with you too. Why everybody else got to get thrown in it? It's not right. I know it's easier said than done, but we need to do it. Let me tell you something. Low blows get you killed when you going too far. That's what happens. Like, you going too far, you gonna get yourself killed. It's not worth all of that. Talking about people's kids and parents, and don't do that. Don't do that. It's not good. And God don't like ugly. Y'all know that. Don't do it. So my question to you, men, women, chime in. Let me know what you think. Let me know, do you do this? If you arguing with somebody else and y'all are arguing between two people, doesn't matter what sex they are, you're arguing. Now y'all got a beef, y'all got a confrontation. Every time you see that person, y'all beefing. And do you throw up people's children in the mix? Their parents, mainly the children, because that's the topic of the day. The topic is leave the kids out of it. So let's focus on the kids. Are you throwing the kids in it? Are you putting the kids in the middle? Example, I am arguing with, say, my cousin. We beefing now. Now, instead of us being two grown-ups, we get down and grimy, and she be like, oh, my kids are not coming to your house no more. Or I don't want my kids to talk to you. This is an example of it too, about leaving the kids out of it. Now, what does that have to do with the argument? Y'all are having an argument. What's the big deal? Get over it. Now the kids are in it. They're involved. She's not letting the kids come to your house no more. You're cutting your kids off from her house. Why? If I'm arguing with a family member, guys, and like I'm just arguing with a family member, I don't need to bring the kids involved in it. They don't need to be involved. The kids don't even half of the time know what's going on. Why I can't go to my cousin's house? Why I can't do this? Children will ask you those things. What you gonna say? Because we beefing? Nah. Keep that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If your kids was good enough to go over there to that cousin's house before the beef got started, then what's wrong with them still going? Try to lead the kids out of it. It starts getting to go too far when you bring the kids in it. Don't do that. Don't do that. So let me know, guys, are you doing that? Like, if you beefing with a family member or so, or a friend, and your kids grown up with their kids and they go to their house, are you putting the kids in the middle? Are you saying you ain't going over there no more? And your kids don't know why you saying that? Are you doing that? Are you bringing up people's kids in your arguments, in your beefs? And then answer me this. What do you say to your kids when they ask these questions? If they old enough to understand what's going on and they don't know why you stopping them from going to that person's house, what do you say? Do you lie? Do you lie or do you tell the truth? That's another thing I find too. Children are children, okay? Children should not be in grown folk business. So now if you two are beefing and those children are asking you why they can't go to their cousin's house or go to their friend's house or wherever, and you saying because, oh, we got into an argument, you shouldn't be telling that child that. No. Children have to stay in a children's place. And by you explaining it to them, that's not good. It's not good. You don't need to be explaining two adult arguments, two adults, why they were arguing. You need to, just fix. I don't know what you need to do. I'm not saying lie to your kids, but maybe you should just be honest. This is what my father used to tell me. If I would ask him, well, why this is like this, you know what he would tell me? He cut from the old school cloth. Okay? Stay in a child's place. That's just what I heard. Stay in a child's place. He didn't have to say nothing else. And guess what I would do? I'd walk away. That's it. That's all he had to say was stay in a child place. And that's not, he didn't have to lie. He didn't have to do anything but just open his mouth and say those words. Stay in a child place. And me and my sister, he would say it to us. And guess what? We would know that we couldn't question him no more about that situation. That was the end of it. When my father spoke, we listened. Children are meant to be children and stay in a child place. Do not discuss your personal arguments with your children. It is not good. Because now you're making that child feel a certain kind of way as well with that person. And you don't need to do that. Adults eventually, I think if they're really adults and they're mature, they will actually forgive each other. And now you got the kids all riled up. This is why you shouldn't do it. Don't do it. So, guys, do you believe what I'm saying about, do you agree? Do you think that children should not be in the beefs? There is people who feel like this too. And I am on the fence about this only because I understand what you're saying. I still don't believe it though, but I do understand what people are saying. So somebody told me this. If I'm beefing with one of my friends or my family members, I'm not comfortable with having my children at their house no more, because I don't know if they're going to be mature enough to not hurt my kids or do something to my kids or talk this in front of my kids. I completely understand that. I really do. But you know what I think is this? I would have to, it depends who the family member is. It depends. Like, I would know if I couldn't trust that person with my child. And like I said, if I trusted my child with you before we got into this beef, I think it's just in my head now. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm mad with you. I'm not going to stop them from seeing their cousin or their best friend, or, I'm not doing that, because I know off the bat, it's because I'm angry right now at that person. I don't want my children there. That's why I say don't put the kids in the beef. But now that person does have a point. If you feel a certain kind of way and you feel that way, and you feel like that person might do something to your child, don't send them over there then, because I always say follow your first instinct. And if your instinct is telling you that, do not send your children there. Don't do it. Because you don't know what could come out of that. Sometimes people use our children too to their advantage, like to get points across. You don't want them doing that neither. So if you feel in that kind of way, don't send your kids there. I'm just giving my opinion. But if you feel like somebody's gonna hurt your child because of the beef that y'all done had, don't you send your child there. Follow your first instinct, because you will not forgive yourself if something happens to your child. Okay? And now you and that person that you had a beef with, like a squabble, whatever, now it's something different. Y'all done going to a different space. Okay? You out for blood now, because they done did something to your child. This is something different now, guys. Let's not let things go so far. Let's try to be mature. Don't bring the children in it. When children are asking questions, what's going on with you and, daddy, or what's going on with you and my cousin? What's going on with you and my, with you and your sister? What's going on with you and your brother? Tell them. If they're too young to understand, tell them, stay in a child's place. This is none of your business. Stay in a child's place. And that's it. Too many times I find that people are discussing grown-up things with their children, and you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Let children be children. That's all I'm saying. Guys, so this is our topic for today. Make sure you like, comment, and you subscribe. Make sure you tell me which one you believe in doing. Like, you will stop your kids from being with them. You would let your kids still go and be with the person you had a beef with. Or you wouldn't trust them because now y'all got a beef and you wouldn't trust them with your child. It's totally understandable if you didn't. Anyway, guys, let's get off the topic. I haven't gotten off the topic with y'all in a minute. Only because I only been doing these shorts. I've been doing these shorts, and people's tolerance is very, very short nowadays. So for us to sit down and watch a 20-minute, a 10-minute video is very hard. I understand. I have a hard time doing it myself too, because you busy, you doing things, or you just don't have no tolerance for it. Make tolerance, guys. Make time to watch my videos. Yes, I said my videos. Listen, I really feel like these are the things that should be discussed. Nobody wants to talk about real stuff no more. And I'm sick of it. It's just not good. Like, I could watch reality TV, I could watch all that craziness, that toxic stuff, but then I need something real in between too. Like, I need some meat, I need some substance. I can't just be with the foolery of eating snacks. I feel like those are snacks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a snack, I'm a meal. I talk about things that we need to hear. That's what I feel. Okay? A lot of times when I turn on like I'm about to say, when I turn on the TV, there's no more TV no more. It's when I go on this YouTube, I feel like the people that are getting the big numbers are people that are so raunchy, so ratchet, so just like, is that all we want to see? We gotta want more. We gotta want more. And take me out of the equation. There's other people on YouTube that are so positive and who are doing positive things, and they don't have the numbers neither. Why? Why do we only want to see toxic things? We need to stop this, guys. This is crazy. Watch your toxic stuff, but like I said, throw some real stuff in there every now and then too. You need to have some kind of a balance to things. There's no balance. There's no balance. But anyway, guys, this was just something I wanted to voice. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you're a good person and you believe in Jesus, and you enjoy talking about real things sometimes and having fun sometimes too, come on over to Kenyatta's side. I'm just a simple around the way girl that loves Jesus, that wants to talk to her people. And when I say my people, I mean all people, not just brown, not just vanilla, not just green, purple. I want to talk to everybody. And yes, I know people ain't purple, but the point of this is, it doesn't matter the color of your skin to hear these topics. All of us go through the same things. You know what I'm saying? All of us. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, it's your girl Kenyatta from We Gonna Talk About It, and it's real on my side. Peace out.